Joe Budden from the Joe Budden podcast, they put together a basketball game. I'm assuming this was put together based on something that happened on the podcast. Probably guys being guys and talking very boastfully, very confidently about their game, which then probably devolved or resulted in them deciding, you know what, fuck it, let's organize a game, record it, and show who can really ball. Well, they recorded the game, and what we immediately saw was, what immediately captured my eyes was Joe's physique. And it made me wonder, what is it with guys, and I think it's specifically American dudes, especially within the black hip-hop podcasting space, who talk so bossy, who talk with such chest, who talk with such confidence, such aggression about their physical prowess, about their ability to fight, about everything else, when they're built the way Joe Budden is built. I don't understand it. Somebody please tell me, how do they have the confidence to talk so confidently about throwing hands, about squabbling, about shooting a fair one, about running down on somebody, about not taking no shit, about this, about that, when it looks like they can't do a single burpee? It looks like if they have to run up some stairs, they might pass out. Like, it looks like they literally have never played sports in their entire life. And this is something that I've kind of noticed the older I've become over the years. Maybe because I lived in an area, in a part of London, or maybe just in London in general, where unfortunately we didn't have much. I grew up in a very poor place, you know, poor family and stuff for the majority of the time we were growing up. But the good thing about growing up when you're poor in a poor neighborhood is that everyone's poor around you. So you just learn to get on with it, right? And figure stuff out to make it fun. And one of the things you do to make it fun is you play a bunch of sports, especially dudes. You play a bunch of sports. You're always outside because there's nothing to do inside. You don't have Sky. You don't have cable. You have the terrestrial television. You probably don't have a computer console. So you don't have nothing to do. You just go outside and you play. You fucking play football, cricket, basketball, badminton, whatever, man. You just play outside. You do Kirby. I used to love fucking Kirby, where you stand on the opposite side of the road. You have the ball and you try and throw it on the curb. And I think if the ball hits the corner of the curb, you get like a certain point, I think, and then that allows you to go in the middle. Then you get another free throw again to throw it on the curb, and then I guess whoever gets to a certain number wins. I think it's a really good game. I used to fucking love that shit. But we'd be out, literally. We would be out, especially on weekends, from the fucking sunlight to sundown. We would be out from first light to fucking dark as the fuck, and all the lights are off, and then we'd have to go back in, especially if you hear your mum shouting your name from afar somewhere. We'd be always out playing. So I've always had a base of playing sports, always, even till now. I haven't played football in a long time, but if you give me a ball, put me in a game, I'm playing the game. And I'm not going to look as ungangly and uncoordinated as these guys. But the older I've got, the more I've realized that my childhood, my upbringing was very different than most people. I think there's a bunch of guys that actually didn't play much sports growing up, which I always thought was weird. Like, because how else do you find like friends as a dude, like, or like your community or your clique or your crew? Most of it was found through sports. Now, don't get me wrong, some people fall off and don't continue playing it, but I've seen a lot of dudes online who kind of, you can tell, were the ones who kind of always had a sick note, always made excuses, never took part in PE, never took part in any kind of sports. And it doesn't have to be football. Whatever sport you're into, didn't do anything. And I find that really interesting. And also, like I said, I find it really interesting how a guy can be so confident, talk so, especially Joe Budden, can talk with such aggression at times and such violence in his voice when it legitimately looks like he's pregnant. Like, that belly is insane. And the thing about that belly that's wild is that I don't think Joe's a boozer like that. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched the Joe Budden podcast in a long time. I kind of got off of it after the whole Rory and Moore split. I couldn't look at Joe the same way. Call me parasocial if you want, but it's just the way it is. I haven't been able to get through a full episode ever since then. I only catch the clips online. But I'm pretty sure he's not a big boozer. I'm pretty sure Joe's not a big boozer. So that belly is predominantly made up of like calamari, steaks, pardon peppers, onion rings, salmon, chicken. Like, that's what that belly's made. That's made up of like indulgence, fucking tiramisu, lasagnas, creamy pastas, cheesy pastas. That belly is made. That's what's wild about it. That would make more sense if this belly was made up of booze. If he's out here smashing the liquor, getting on it, that's a belly made up of fucking, chocolate eclairs, fondues. That's made up of cheesy fries. That's made up of fucking chocolate cakes in the strip club I know he likes to drink. That's made up of milk. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Bob. Tater Tats. That's made up of like a lot of deep fried crispy things. Don't get me wrong, now I'm saying it's making me hungry, but it's made up of a lot of like deep fried crispy delights. It's made up of maybe some of those, you know, those really corny gold flake coated chicken wings. It's made up of like, what's the ones that black Americans love to eat? The fucking Asian chicken wings that are like red. Black people in America love those chicken wings. I think you get them in like I think you might get them in PF Chang's. Black Americans love those fucking chicken wings. The red ones that are like crispy and I think it's like sugary sauce or something. Like probably that sort of stuff. That's what that belly is made out of. He looks insane. And it made me think like, how does he talk the way he talks? Looking the way he does? Like, what is it? Or is it an American thing because you guys have guns? Is it an American thing you guys have guns where guys can talk this confidently about their physical prowess, about their athletic ability when they're built like this? Or is it just delusion or what? Like, he looks awful. He looks so fucking bad. Legit looks so, and you can tell like, that's what happens when you're like greedy. When you don't let your friends, Rory and Moore, see the accounting, even though they're an integral part for the success of Joe Budden podcast. That's when you keep the accounting to yourself, right? That's when you steal some money, right? Allegedly. That's when you indulge. That's when you're the richest person. Because I always think it's funny whenever you see a clip of the Joe Budden podcast. It's always hilarious how shiny and how expensive Joe looks compared to everybody else. Like he's got the massive gaudy gold chain, that gold bracelet, that bracelet that he has on the combo. He's wearing some fucking head to toe Gucci fit. It's always funny how much more expensive and fancy he looks compared to everybody else. Now, I'm sure everybody else maybe doesn't want to wear what he wants to, maybe they don't want to wear what he wears, but it's funny the contrast where like, it looks like he's getting all the money. Like he gets most of it. You know, he's buying fucking Wraiths and Rolls Royces and Bentleys and shit and Ferraris. You know, it's fucking wild when you see them on the couch. Like, he definitely looks like the one that his outfit looks like it costs like a couple of grand, if not more than that. You know? So that's where the money goes. You can see it there in his body. It's all indulgence. It's all late nights at the strip club, late nights at the restaurants. Like, this guy doesn't cook at home. This is every day is a DoorDash order. Every day is a DoorDash fucking order. And he looks horrendous. And that's not it. The worst part is him actually playing basketball. So this is actually good for content. They recorded this, I guess, for the Joe Budden podcast and put it on Patreon. But this is a clip of Joe Budden playing basketball. And yes, as scary as it sounds, is how scary it looks, if not worse. Absolutely wild. Look at Joe Budden. God almighty. Look at that physique. I don't know about you. Maybe I'm just vain. And maybe I care too much about fashion. But I have to be honest, I don't think I'd be happy being as rich as Joe Budden is, as successful as he is, and being built that way. It wouldn't make me happy. It wouldn't, especially considering how girls used to love Joe Budden. He's got a history of dating some of the hottest women in the industry. You know, he used to look like a bit of a piece back in the day himself, pause, no homo. And to like let yourself go to this level is horrendous, man. Like to do, I know men do this, but to do this to your partner, to your wife, and let them see you like this naked, like look at him. He looks legitimately pregnant. And like I said, I don't think he drinks. I think this is purely from indulgence. Purely just like living a life of somebody that makes a lot of money on the podcast or takes the majority of the Patreon money for himself, you know? Everyone gets a little stipend, a little salary, but the majority of the income that's made from Joe Budden goes to his pockets. You can tell. The Joe Budden podcast is his podcast for sure. You can tell, bro, because he eats everything. He eats everything, figuratively and literally. And then to make matters worse, they're charging $20, aka £17 to watch their basketball game. Which is kind of good content, I guess, for people that are down for what they're into or are into the Joe Budden podcast. But imagine paying £17 to watch these old, fat, overweight, unathletic, you know, people play basketball. Like, this to me, I think, is an evidence of how powerful it is to be a content creator and how great the fans are. Because the only reason why people are watching is because they're fans of you. They're fans of you, so they want to consume anything. Any content you have, they'll consume it. It's fun times. Fuck it. Let's just consume it. Give me whatever content you have. I'll take it. But there's no way myself, I'm paying you £17 to watch you play basketball really badly. I'm sorry, I'm not that interested. And especially when most of the money is going to fucking Joe Budden, no one else. But Jesus Christ. And I think Ish broke his leg or something, fucked up his leg playing this basketball thing, which was also highly embarrassing. Honestly, man, like I saw this, I was like, oh my God, man, this looks so bad. These guys look awful. The lack of athleticism in all of these guys, and they're all like in their what? Late 30s, early 40s and shit. It's pretty shocking. They all walk around and jump around like they're in their 50s. Like they look like they can't do push-ups or like squats. It looks like they can't do like nothing. They can't run a mile. Like, I don't know, man. I think that, I forgot what I think it's Huberman. I think it's that Huberman guy, Andrew Huberman. I think he's got a protocol for a man. I forgot what it was. Let me see if I can find it. Is it Andrew Huberman? He's got like a protocol for like a fit. Is it fit man protocol? Which I think is very important. And I can do most of the things that was on there. And I'm surprised that most guys don't take pride in not doing that sort of stuff. Was it? Yeah, that's it. Foundational fitness protocol. I think this is the one. Foundational fitness protocol. Let's see. I think this is the one that I saw, which said like there are certain things that you should know how to do as a man. Let me see here. Foundational fitness protocol. Of course, there's a lot of pop-ups here. Big up Andrew Huberman and Huberman Lab. We love to see it. Let me scroll down. I think it was something about fitness. I forgot what it was. Let's see if I can find it here. Use alternative training. Yes, we know that. Foundational fitness. View the foundational fitness protocol PDF. Do I have to sign up to view it, or can I just view it without signing up? Let's see. Bear me a second as it loads. Hopefully I can just see it without. Yeah, there you go. Thankfully, because usually they make you fucking sign up to these things. So, foundational fitness protocol, right? Here it is. Daily focus, long endurance workout day 1. 30 to 30 minutes in zone 2 cardio, ideally 60 to 70 minutes. Breathing faster than normal. Exercise examples, jogging, rowing, cycling, swimming. Day 2, long resistance training, 10-minute warm-up, 50-60 minutes training. Exercise example. So I guess you can do, so the protocols are jogging, rowing, cycling, swimming, weightlifting, which I guess is anything to do with weights, and squats and everything else in between. But this should be the base of what most men should be able to do, especially at that sort of age. And them not being able to do that, but also speaking very confidently and arrogantly about certain things and offering to fight people. And it's like, bro, you'll get like, no wonder he ran out of that strip club when fucking 50 Cent's goons came in, because he would get fucking absolutely demolished. There's no way that Joe Budden could ever defend himself in a physical education. I don't think so. I think the moment you fucking spin around him, he might faint, you know? He might fucking faint. He really, really might faint. I forgot what it is. I think it's Andrew Huberman Fit Man or something. Fit Man or Baseline, is it? I think I saw it somewhere. It's like exercise that you should be able to do as a man or something. Basic fitness to shoot for today. You should be able to, yeah, I think this is the one. I think that might be the one. Let's see if this is the one. Let's see if this is the one from the Huberman Lab Reddit, which is always the place where I get all the information now. I feel like Google, you don't get that much information anymore, you know? You always get it from somebody posting on Reddit. So, protocols and basic fitness metrics to shoot for today's episode with Andrew Galpin. So, Andy Galpin. The episode covered basic fitness assumptions. You should be able to broad jump your height, which I think is important. That's good. You should be able to do a two-handed vertical jump of 24 inches. You should be able to have grip strength of 40 to 60 kg when using a hand grip diameter. You should be able to dead hang for 30 seconds, which is really hard, but I can do that. Under the age of 40, you should be able to leg extension your body weight for 1 rep. I can definitely do that. Hold the bottom of a goblet squat with a dumbbell equal to half your body weight. I could do that. Plank for 6 seconds. I can do that. Saipan 45 seconds. I can do that. All males should be able to do 25 consecutive push-ups. I can do that. Can I? No, I could do 20 probably. I don't know if I could do 25. I probably could do 20 consecutively without breaking. I probably could do 20. After maxing out your heart rate, recovery should be about 0.5 per second. So if you can hit heart rate and VO2 max, yeah. So the only thing I could probably struggle on is the push-ups. 25 consecutively without break. Big up Automac. Screw this hammy a bit. But that's the thing though. That's the thing. I respect that. I respect people like that who are just like, fuck all the physical activity. Fuck my fuck masculinity being intrinsically tied to fitness and weightlifting. The thing that I'm shocked about is people like Joe and others who talk with a lot of bass in their voice about physical, you know, stuff to do with physicality in terms of fighting and shit, but they're built the way they're built, you know? That's the thing that surprises me. I think if you don't want to do any of this stuff and you don't care about fitness, You don't care about weightlifting. You don't care about fucking basic fitness protocols and metrics and shit. Cool. Live your life. But don't start talking with bass. Don't start talking all aggressive. Don't start talking like you're some bad man when you legitimately can't do a single burpee. Like, I'm sorry, without fucking breaking something, you know? Or like Tom Segura where you can't do a layup without breaking your arm. That is wild. That is wild. Because Joe looks nuts. There's no denying that. Joe fucking looks absolutely nuts. Like, that is a pregnant man. That legitimately is a pregnant man. Like, and you should be a little bit embarrassed too for your partner. Because he's not that old. So you let yourself go that badly. Like, there's no way he's losing weight and getting fit. Unless he gets on Ozempic or something. But there's not, you shouldn't be doing this to your partner. You shouldn't be putting your fucking wife or whatever through something like this when you're that young, you know? Like, that's horrible, man. Like, come on, have some pride. Have some pride. A little bit, if possible. But hey, what do I know? Absolutely nada. Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's actually a very good point. Yeah. There's no reason for you to think that you could do, yeah, there is no, yeah. That is actually quite delusional like that. Even for me, I haven't played football in like, what, 10 years? Like, not professionally, but like in an organized game. But there's still a part of me that thinks that if they gave me boots and told me to play tomorrow, I'd still be good, you know? Like, I have that delusion in me as well. So I think everyone that's played sports in some capacity when they were younger, because I've played it a lot, has definitely a delusional sense of their abilities, you know, especially given how long they've not been doing it. Like, because I definitely think if I lace up my boots right now, that I'd be fairly decent on the football pitch, when the truth is I probably won't because I haven't played it for more than 10 years. You know what I mean? It makes no sense why I think that I'll be good. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Big up Sheck as well. Niggas love to talk, it ain't nothing new. No, but I think it's different with Americans. I'm not gonna lie. I know I love to rag on Americans a lot and all that sort of stuff, but I think it's different. I think sometimes, like, I hear people talking about, like, especially some of the no jumper people. You hear them talking about fighting and squabbling up and shooting a fair one. And then you see them in motion. You see a video of them like full body, not them sitting down behind the desk. And like, you see all these, like, you see fucking love handles, you see tits, you see just like a body that isn't used to like moving, you know, isn't used to fucking pushing itself or whatever. You're like, hold on, how is that person this confident about their ability to fight when legitimately they look like they might be out of breath getting out of bed? Like, how is that possible? It doesn't make any sense. But I guess you're kind of right. Maybe just, you know, niggas have always overestimated their abilities. It's just the matter of the game. But I think it's fucking weird. I think it's weird. I think it's wild. And it's surprising that it happens so often. Men legitimately thinking, nah, man, nah, if I do this, I'll be able to take you outside. Bro, you honestly can't breathe. You might need a CPAP machine and you're fucking 35, 36, 37. Like, how are you talking to me about anything? Like, relax. Big up Fearless Tadpole. I need to because I'm ugly, hilarious. Ak is right up there with him. Yeah, Ak is another one. Ak is another one. I saw a picture of Ak the other day with what's his face? With $1 million worth of game. Yeah, he looks fucking horrible. But he's never gonna lose a weight. He's just a fat guy. And I think Ak as well has that thing where a lot of guys have, where he's made so much money where he probably thinks, you know, why bother? There's no point, you know? The life that he lives, the kind of girls that he likes, they're still gonna like him despite him being fat as shit, you know? Despite him being fat as shit, it's not gonna hurt his ability to smash. It's not gonna hurt his ability to attract. It's not gonna hurt his ability to make money. So he's got no reason to lose the weight at all. But he's definitely unfortunate looking, especially with his back as well. But for him as well, I think it's mostly the booze. I think it's the booze because he looks like he really enjoys. Like, he's an interesting one because he looks like he can handle his drink. But somebody so nerdy, but somebody so dorky and stuff who doesn't really go outside, he weirdly, freakily looks like somebody who can really handle his booze. Like, he puts it back, man. Ak puts it back. Like, he can, like, I've seen him drink whole bottles of like whatever he's drinking on stream and not look super, like, he does look super fucked up the next day, but he's not super fucked up where he can't make content. And I wish I could do that. I wish I could get on stream, record podcasts with you guys and be fucked up. I can't. I literally cannot do it. But Ak is able to do it somehow. So, you know, you have to give him ratings for doing that. I'm not gonna lie. Because I definitely cannot do that. 100%, I definitely cannot do that.